I usually start off doing some line leg curls, but really just because it's always been a good rule of thumb to start off with.
It's a good warm-up.
Yeah. I used to get a couple warm-ups in and I just go straight into it as heavy as possible. And then, but we're gonna try something different. Well, for me, I like to eat that good sweep, but I want it to start in the back of the knee.
Okay.
So in order to do that, you gotta point the toes different.
Okay.
Usually guys are kicking all the time. Now I'm giving y'all a sweep. Point the toes, you're gonna feel it differently.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel it differently than just kicking. You don't want to kick. I mean, guys are going to do the whole freaking stack by kicking the damn thing.
Yeah.
We want to like control this thing. Controlled aggression is how I train, and it may not be as impressive to some people, but can't really give two shits about that when I'm trying to impress you on that stage. So I know you're getting ready for the show and everything, so maybe that'll help.
Yeah.
To do that, with some standing leg curls, some seated, some stiff-legged deads. You know, it sucks with hamstrings, man, because it's like the same stuff, just different order.
Yeah,
so you've had to learn like technique, tempo, the time and attention. You know, is important.
Yeah.
And for me, at this point in time in my career, it's all about those things because I know who I am. I'm not gonna be the mascot, but I can beat them on some of these shots by having good quality muscle that hangs.
Yeah.
You can have that bubbly, that cartoonish look that people have said I have. They're like, oh boy, the cartoon doesn't look real. That's what we want.
Yeah.
We want that IMAX 3D stuff. So we need to do that. And then, honestly, man, I'm not even gonna really count sets, man. We start taking all these damn products.
Fuck it, let's just train.
We're just gonna kill it.
So he's pointing his toes out, which you don't see. I don't think I've ever seen that, really.
You gotta sometimes change things up and try different things, see what happens. Shit gets boring after a while.
It does. That is different than pointing. It's almost you have to think about it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You remember those.
You don't like that.
You doing like that now? Well, that was the other part too, is that a lot of guys get knee injuries and shit, and it's always the behind the knee.
Always give hamstrings their own day.
Yeah.
It's a boring fucking day.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to but I like, do you do high leg press for hamstring? Put your heels on there. That's my favorite because it makes you feel like I'm doing something cool.
Yeah.
Like when I come in, I'm just like, I gotta do a compound. Like even on arm day, I have to do like a closed grip. Arm day for me.
Well, for us, I mean, you see it here. We got 5 different leg presses.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of variety with that.
That Nebula is a beast.
Yeah.
It's my favorite machine. What's your rep range on these? Generally?
10, usually 10. I move pretty quick, so 10. I'll do that on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So generally, what's your body part split?
So what I've been doing now is usually chest or back on a Sunday. Then whichever I want, I don't do that, it'll be Monday. Tuesday's usually some type of hamstring, calf, and then glute work with it. So I'll do some glute work. And then if I'm feeling all right, I try to incorporate just a couple of different exercises on the quads. Then Wednesday I can always take that off or do arms, shoulders. Thursday And then Friday, a full quad day, just dedicated solely on the quads. Saturday, depending if I was traveling or not, or whatnot, I can take a day off on that. So I can get 1 to 2 days off a week.
Yeah.
It just depends on how my body is adjusting. And I am one of those guys that doesn't have to do arms every week. So I can have that extra rest day to eat up or whatever I have to do.
Yeah.
Cardio, I can do that 7 days a week. I don't really believe that you should take time off from that.
It's not really going to stress you unless you're doing some high intensity.
That's what I mean. If you're
walking or doing treadmill, it's
that's
not.
what I'm saying. I mean, you can go for a walk with your dog and get something out of that. So for me, it's, I don't, be 3.5 weeks out tomorrow, I'm not out of shape. And that's because I take care of myself in the off season.
Yeah.
Staying busy.
Yeah.
So I can't get too far off.
You can't.
I just make sure I don't supplement a certain way to where I'm carrying a lot of water.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. I got to make sure that it's going to come off very quickly.
Yeah.
That's why everybody gets shocked. They're like, "Well, I just saw him and whoa!" It's like that's how it's supposed to be.
You're supposed to look like a bodybuilder.
Yeah. I mean, and when it's time to, they say keep it tired like the fires and stuff. There should be a substantial difference from off season to pre-contest, and I'm trying to show that.
Yeah.
You look like a bodybuilder every day. I'm just one of those guys with long sleeve shirts on. It doesn't do me any justice. Wearing a cutoff kind of does because you see the arms and this and that, shoulder development, whatnot. But come closer to show, it's all about growing into it.
Yes.
I used to see Kevin LeBron do it all the time. I'm like,
you only train 3 months out of the year.
Yeah, and I train a lot more than that. But I'm really just trying to make sure I'm doing everything smart and keeping the long haul mentality in mind. And I don't want to get hurt, man.
At the end of the day, what's going to kill you is hurting something.
Well, what makes me laugh is if I were to train like critics tell me to, or guys on the internet,
you'd be dead.
I'd be dead and I wouldn't have any sand out.
Yeah.
You would think that they would realize that my way has worked, but they think they know
like
better.
You're the best in the world or something. God.
That's a little weird.
There's always the guys without the picture. Or if they have a picture, it's hilarious. You ever get those guys online like, oh, blah, 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 can you do this, and then you like click on their picture, and it's the funniest shit you've ever seen in your life. Like, wow.
But like, they'll put a video up, like in training.
Yeah.
Like, that form is awful. Like, all right.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, try to point the toes on this one. Nice. But I'm focused, I can do what I gotta do.
Exactly. And this is like, we're a mile high.
You should be dying. Controlling that shit.
I mean, no one's ever going to say you don't need those two components.
No. It just sounds like excuses.
Yeah.
For hard work and dedication. So, like we talked about that much, I mean, people will call something bunk, but I'm like, dude, you didn't even train hard enough for anything to work. Yeah. And then you're eating like crap. So it's very simple to say something didn't work for you when you're not following protocol. And at the end of the day, it says consult physician. before trying an exercise program, even when we walk in the gym,
Yeah.
how many people go get a physical every year?
No.
I don't. I want to know.
I got to get my blood work done every 6 months.
Yeah, I do that. I actually do stress tests and everything. Got my ass running.
Oh God.
Because I'm getting older and I got to make sure that, you know, I can breathe, especially here.
Well, you did watch Friday in the movie theater. I mean, so did I though. I ain't gonna lie. Watch that shit in Hermosa Beach. I remember that.
Let's get another set in.
That means we're getting old, man. He shook your hand. That was awesome.
I know that.
I don't think people realize on camera this is the whole stack. And this is not a light hamstring curl machine.
Now the reason behind the holds and stuff is because I want that constant tension on the muscle, the highest contraction point. Yeah, I can do the whole stack and this and that. I'm not the only guy in the world that can do it. A lot of guys are probably like, oh, you do the same shit, this and that. Yes, you can. But how are you doing it? How can you be smarter than the actual machine itself? Can you hold that contraction longer? Because we already know as a bodybuilder on stage, you gotta hold that contraction, spiking that calf. You start cramping.
They ever keep you, I mean, I've seen some of your pose downs where they got you up there for 10 minutes in a class. And I mean, the thing is, the relaxed pose is actually the hardest hit. You gotta start at the heel, start here, heels up, go here, and you're flexing the whole time. Tell me that's not athletic. You're a college athlete. Bodybuilding, people say it's not a sport. Say it's not a sport, we're still fucking athletes.
I can honestly debate anyone on that because I'm a freaking athlete. Tell me I ain't. There you go. Nice.
Yeah, it's.
I mean,
Have you ever
posing itself is hard, dude. It's hard,
it's
man.
the hardest shit you will ever fucking do.
I tell people all the time, I go, like, you know, you go to the expo and some of the guys trying to pull the old. They're shaking.
Oh no, you gotta be able to hold it nice.
They're shaking. And we have to condition ourselves to be able to hold it, to make it jump. Look fierce without straining. That takes talent.
Oh, it does.
That's an art.
It is.
Let's do the standing leg curl. Yeah, that red one.
I never got involved in that crowd, man. I ain't getting punched. I'm sure you probably get this all the time. People are like, I don't want to mess with you. It's like, I don't fight. Shit.
You know what you tell them? Is this the last piece of food on the earth? One of my friends told me this. He goes, man, I tell him, is this the last piece of food on earth? The last female? Are we fighting over land?
Yeah.
No? Then it ain't really worth it.
No. It hurt.
We ain't fighting over the last grain of rice.
You ever win a fight? I've won fights, and I've been in more pain than when I lost. Because your hand's all fucked up. You're like, man, that wasn't worth it.
I worked in bars for years, man. And that was a whole nother life that I'll probably write about and been doing in the video. But, you know, there's a lot of ass kicking back then. And it's not even something to brag about.
Yeah.
It's more like you're terrified to walk home to your car because you're afraid of the punk guy that you kicked out now trying to come strapped and shoot you or knife you up.
Yeah.
Over what? A beer getting spilled? And
Yeah.
he got kicked out, now you have to, no, man, it's not even worth it, man.
Nope.
So at the end of the day, you just be thankful that you have a good mouthpiece and diffuse the situation and just say, look, man, unless if you're into men, which I'm not, I don't really have any business talking to you. You're a stranger. I don't even like you. Why don't you go get a beer and go talk to these ladies? Oh, you don't want to talk to ladies? You want to talk to me? I want to talk to you. I'm out. You're a little weird. That kind of pisses them off even more. But I don't see why a guy would put on their nice clothes and stuff and go tussle with another dude, unless if they like that. That's what they like that. I'm going to tussle with this big bodybuilder guy tonight.
People like fighting the big guy, though. They always want to take down the big guy.
Yeah, well, then he gets gorilla palmed and world start. hashtags start showing up with his name on it. For nothing.
Nothing.
All right. So even here, you can apply that same mentality.
Same pointing. I do feel a lot more closer to mine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bulging like shit right now. That's good.
It just makes it harder.
It really does. At the end, when I was getting fatigued, I actually pointed my toes back a little to get the extra reps.
And you can do that if it's prevent you from getting
Extra reps.
Yeah.
After about 7, I'm like, all right, I need to.
No, you got to get it done. I mean, totally. It's just, like I said, perspective. To me, that's what it's about at this point is not just trying to get bigger, just trying to get better.
Yeah.
Without having to, I mean, just imagine you were able to change your foot position and you didn't have to increase the weight.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The more weight you do, the more risk of injury. I always tell people, that's why I never do squats first. I'll never do deadlifts first.
Yeah.
Simple fact, I don't want to use all that fucking weight. I'm past that. I'm not a power lifter.
Dude, at the end of the day, man, you know who you are. Your goal is, if your goal is to do bodybuilding, your goal is to look big and shredded and proportional by any means necessary. If doing whatever works, that's you.
Yeah.
But you gotta have a purpose in mind and saying, look, man, this is actually a smarter and harder way of doing it, and it's working.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, man, then I can understand like
moving on.
But my way has worked, and it's not just because of genetics. Dude. Every freaking pro has genetics.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of freaking Branch when he was a teenager.
Want water?
No, I got you one.
Thanks.
Yeah, I gotta keep you hydrated.
Yeah.
So like, when you see these guys when they're teens, and you're like, these guys are destined to be
Branch.
pro.
Yeah.
Branch and Jay, like looking at them,
Look
teenagers.
at when they competed again. That was crazy.
That was
Didn't
nuts.
Branch beat Jay?
Yeah. Crazy.
They were freaks.
So I love it when people say, oh yeah, he had no genetics. And he just, oh, okay. No. Every pro in any sport really has genetics. Otherwise, everybody be a pro.
I mean,
all these guys look good, man.
Everybody has everybody's gonna have some genetic. Like with you, I remember I never heard the word scapula in my life. Oh, he has a narrow scapula. I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? That was their one criticism about you when you started.
You know what?
Scapula.
They had to say something.
I couldn't even figure out what the fuck it meant.
It's to say something so then they can make themselves feel like they're on the same level. Because I could be really funny about it and say, well, you haven't talked about a muscle group. And this is a muscle contest. It's not a skeletal contest.
It's a scapular
And
contest.
here's the even funnier thing with the whole narrow thing. But I'm beating your guy that isn't narrow. So what does that mean?
Yeah.
Damn. What does that mean?
I'm still trying to figure out what it means.
I don't know what it means.
Well, I thought maybe you would. Now
they're just running their mouth, dude. They gotta say some shit, man. Come on.
That was like that was the one thing I remember it was actually fucking when I was at Flex I first read that shit.
It's just weird.
I was like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Well, because what's funny is that if you look at, let's say Kevin LeBron, when he was competing, no one called him narrow.
No.
You see him today? Isn't that narrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that means that he built muscle around that.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Yeah, no one ever called him narrow.
They had to say something.
They have to go, yeah.
They had to say something, though.
That's hilarious.
I guess it's the best compliment I can have.
You know, if that's the best they can do,
he has narrow clavicles.
Yeah.
Actually, there is no such thing as narrow clavicle. It's either short or long. Know what you're damn. Come on, dog.
I've seen the funniest fucking criticisms over the years.
You can't.
They just dig. They reach.
Who are the experts online?
Oh, okay. Well, no, this wasn't mag. This is before online.
We'll go up on the next one. So we're going to go up on the next one. So we're on the second one. Doesn't even hurt, so we're just like, right?
Definitely feel focused. My hamstrings are pumped. It's almost to the point where I don't know if it's the atmosphere, the altitude, whatever.
But it's
my
pushing.
hamstrings are. I train hamstrings once a week, and we've only done 2 exercises. We haven't done bread and butter. And they're already to the point where I'm having trouble contracting them. They're pumped.
Yeah.
So
I asked because, I mean, Joey and I mean, we've obviously used the product for a while, and for him, he hasn't trained at this altitude either. But if anything, it's because of thin air for him, he's noticed that it's been harder to get a pump.
no, I got a fucking pump.
But for me, it's gosh, it's pretty late, and I've had a long, pretty crazy day, and I'm still focused.
Yeah.
It's almost to the point where it's like, you almost don't think you're training hard enough.
Yeah.
But you are, like, it's crazy. Hey, throw another plate on, bro. No, just leave it on, screw it. Yeah, just leave it on, yeah. And that's the stupid shit that we do. It's like, for me, I'm willing to take risks because I don't feel like, it's just indescribable, man. Like, I tried to explain it to even my trainer the other day. It's like you don't get tired.
I normally don't get tired. I'll just get tired of training. I'm like, okay, I've been here enough.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's like,
But
I got
this
shit
is,
to do.
see, yeah. Stupid. Right?
I'm going for my 1 rep max on 1 leg curls right now. I've always wanted to know my 1 rep max. Yo, how much you 1 leg curls? Check this out.
Yeah, girl.
Bitches love the 1 leg curl, man.
Oh.
Bitches love that shit, man. I'll try it, fuck it. My hamstring like flies that way.
Well, that was the thing, right? So, do yourself a favor. Sip on that for a second.
Okay, I got it. I got to follow the lead.
And that's real, like when they say it on a label, I know other companies say, oh, yeah, shit, this will work out. We actually do need it. So it's, especially at this altitude.
You want to give it a video, your waiver?
Let's try. You got it. Nice. There we go. Yeah.
I always get confused on this shit.
I know.
I'm like, fuck!
There we go. Easy. Very nice. Easy as fuck.
That was easier than I thought. I didn't expect you up that easy. It was because I took that drink beforehand. You always got to listen to Mr. Olympia.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't want to put another plate on there, bitches
Now.
love that shit.
Ain't no girls in there, though.
Yeah. That shit on film though, it'd be like porn. Hamstring porn.
They're like, yeah, look how he holds it. the precision, the look in his eyes, the eye of the tiger. The muscles in the shoulders contracting as he holds his form. The size of that very moment.
They'll just have to munch for their pocket rocket at that moment. They won't know what to do with themselves.
They know what to do with this.
Sounds like a bad porno in a nature documentary.
Oh god. The way you explained that kind of turned me on, Phil. I don't know.
I wrote for Danielle Steele for years.
Fucking 50 Shades of Phil. He'll give you the gift.
Oh no. It's like he's gonna be like, you and him cannot hang out together.
You cannot hang out with that guy.
Past 10 p.m. No way. It's dark. No beers and talk till loud. What was that called? There you go, come on.
Batting 1,000 on this right now.
There you go. Do you need like special assistance on the
No, I need a spot on fucking configuration.
Come on. There you go. If you gotta slow it down and stop for a second, catch your breath, and that's fine. What? Get ready for Olympia. What the fuck am I saying?
Yeah. I don't think my show is quite as important as the Olympia, but
What show you that?
it's a Napa Pro show up in Pennsylvania. It's like just November 8th. I got 10 and a half weeks. I'm good. My goal right now, I'm trying not to lose.
What?
I'm like trying not to lose weight right now. I have one of those. I used to be a fat. I used to be fat, and then as my body, I got bigger and more muscular. Now I can't gain weight, so I'm like, fuck it.
Hope that happens.
After a while, honestly, dude, it's like it's almost as bad because you always want what's on the other side. It's like when you can't gain weight, you want to gain.
We'll have a good mass builder coming out.
Yeah, the main one though.
Okay.
See, because we realize that guys that want to gain a real weight,
You don't want that fucking hype.
I'm not trying to make you freaking hypo or
Yeah.
too much sugar and shit.
Have you ever taken a weight gainer and not done hypo? It happens to me every time. I can't do it.
Yeah, ours is called protein.
Really?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. It's definitely like
Only available at Iger.
That's it. You should tell people that. By the way, that set was easier than the last one.
See? What I tell you, the more intense that you get with this product, the better it works. It's crazy how it works.
your heart rate
It starts kicking in, dude. It's stupid.
That's what's high right now. It's like, oh yeah, but I've been doing like a warm up at home, like 10 minutes, just like little warm.
Crazy, right?
It is.
Cyclist, track athlete. Track athlete for sure, because let's say you're running 400 meters. This is all out sprint, and you feel like you're gonna die. But you have the wind, it's just that you're trained to have the wind. It's your muscles that are fatigue when you get around that last turn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Where you're like,
they can run for days.
You're
That's when
pumping,
it keeps-
you're pumping
keeps
them
them
arms and
aerobic.
stuff.
Yeah, those guys can run for freaking 5 hours.
They got those long fucking legs, man.
It's crazy.
My
man.
fucking
When
stubby
their
ass
legs
legs.
start- When their legs start going, you
Yeah.
can't even see them. It's
So you know my cousin's Trinidad Holiday, right? Play for the
Yeah.
Giant New York Giants. I gotta send him that. Because he's like,
How many professional athlete cousins do you have? Shit.
I had one was John Simon. He played from La Tech. He played for Tennessee Titans at one point. That's a family, man. Genetics pretty strong, but very, very competitive.
Yeah.
family.
We are too, but mainly in like marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're very competitive and a lot of shit talking and stuff.
Well, we talk shit.
Yeah.
That's what we do, but I think that's more of a, just from where I'm from. You know, we just talk shit.
Oh shit.
That's that California shit.
That's just West Coast, man.
Yeah, West Coast to talk shit.
That's just West Coast. People don't we get it. Like
In North Carolina, I'm in North Carolina for 7 years. When I owned my own company, dude, nobody got it. I talk shit and they'd be like
know.
ready to shoot me. I'm like, fuck.
just say, I'll see people in North Carolina being very.
Oh, dude, they have no fucking shit talking skills. It's like, you used to start talking shit about like their shoes and shit. Like, you know, like he was fucking ragging on your shorts. Motherfuckers pull out a 22, you start doing that shit in North Carolina.
That's why I think you understand when I say certain things, like if I were to talk trash about on the internet or not.
Yeah.
It's just going
it.
back. It's like a rites of passage where I come from. Like if you can talk trash to each other,
Dish it.
then you're cool. Like
Yeah.
But you're gonna say stuff about me on the internet, and I say something back, and you know your homies are like, they're like, they're like apply water.
Yeah.
You know, for the burn and stuff. And he's like, F you,
90%
you
of those
suck.
people don't have homies that post
No,
this
dude,
shit.
they fucking live in their mom's basement. Dude, I'll say stupid shit because that's just what I do. And this one dude was like, dude, your arms are small. I said, your mom's a whore. And I got like all these fucking dislikes. People like, oh, you're fucked up. I'm like, what? His mother could very well be a whore. I mean, can you validate the fact his mom's not a whore?
Damn, see that?
It's like, shit. I mean, people think I'm like, it's getting to me. No, that's just how I am. I mean, I like talking shit.
I give a guy one. Talking about how I could have been a better father to him, and
Don't worry, I left the dog all up.
yeah, I left your mom some kibble with some water for her too.
Straight for the mama.
And he was like, and then, oh man, screw you, man. I'll kick your ass. I'm like, it ain't even about that, man. It's just a better joke.
Dude, but we grew up in the era where, remember Def Comedy Jam? Mama jokes was what we did.
Yeah.
We did mama jokes. That's all we did. We talk about, we like.
You don't want to do it?
You don't want to do it. All right, you don't want to do it.
How he gonna talk about legs and then he gonna train him?
Yeah. Do his hands.
Guys, would you want to train with me? I'd hope so. One of my buddies over here don't even want to train with me. What's up is that? It's weak, man.
He's too good to train with.
Now you know I can put people on blast. Put my homies on blast. I'm like, y'all DM me later or hit me up. Tell me you want to train with me or not. At least we're going to have some jokes.
Dude, here's the thing though. Back in the day, Def Comedy Jam, we used to sit at recess and just
recite the same-
fucking sell mama jokes all fucking day. All fucking day.
Def Comedy Jam, what was it? Uptown Comedy Club was good
Yeah.
too. That was like real, like that was after like In Living Color and all that shit.
They had that shit on repeat the other week. I was like, yeah.
Man, I have a box set of that at the house.
Everybody's
That
got the
and
sock with the socks.
You ever watch Boondocks? That shit, I feel bad laughing at that.
Some of that stuff I'm like, I shouldn't laugh at this.
The R. Kelly one was the best though.
A lot of it I shouldn't laugh at actually.
But you do.
I like to laugh, man.
I gotta warn you though, they have this new one, Black Jesus. It's not that good.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
Really?
No, I was disappointed. It wasn't funny. I watched it again. I'm like, maybe I missed it. It wasn't good.
See, I could sell skits all day, man. That's what I used to do. I used to work at a Valley Total Fitness, man. Me and my homie D, we used to just sit there before all the salespeople got there. I'd be getting ready to sell nutritionals and stuff. So at 6 a.m., ain't no one coming in to buy no protein. And we just sell skits to each other, man. We like if we were comedians, we just talk about this member or this dude, that girl, and like the Dave Chappelle stuff, the skits.
Best show ever, by the way.
Oh, for sure. He was at the mall the other day. He was here in Denver. I was getting my iPhone fixed because I cracked the damn thing. I was getting that fixed at one of those kiosks. They're like, you just missed Dave. I was like, Dave who? They're like, Chappelle. I was like, oh man.
Damn.
We saw him in Miami. Me and Joey went to see him like a couple months ago. Fucking awesome. He killed it.
He's just doing the underground shit now, right?
He just makes fun of himself, which is hilarious. And he goes to references his old stuff.
His Oprah interview was funny. She's like, so I heard you went crazy and went to Africa. He's like, if I was crazy, you think I'd fucking go to Africa? You know, it's just some funny shit. He's like, who goes to Africa?
Someone asked, like, you know, you gonna do another TV show? He goes, do you know how much money I made? If I ever do another TV show, then something's wrong.
You can try to point him on this one too.
Oh yeah.
This one will feel it more. There you go. There you go. Nice.
See, now I'm still feeling pumped, but I feel more energy, like cellular energy.
Yeah.
It's almost,
Get like warm and like
it's all, like usually I like by the fourth exercise of a body part, I'm like, fuck it. You know, that's why I quit doing like, I was doing like chest and tries, and I quit doing like tries after chest because I just couldn't do shit with them. But today I feel like I could do some shit after.
Like you still, there you go.
I do.
That's why I was trying to be quiet because I wanted to hear what you had to say about it. Because when we talk about beyond pump, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about that, the build, beyond your limit training. I mean, we're doing a whole stack on this thing, and you're able to have a conversation in between sets.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's like, we can crank up the intensity, but shorter rest periods, it still will not matter. It's still, I mean, we're going to do it right now. It's going to be that.
That's out in about 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So both you and the product are 4 weeks out.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's.
Well, I can't take the high intensity pre-workouts anymore. I used to be able to. Well, what happened is, as I got older, I also had ab reconstruction this year, and after that, my sensitivity to stimulants is just much higher. Probably because I had to take time off of stimulants. The whole titanium screws in my stomach and shit.
Come on. Breathe through it. Yep. There you go.
If it allows me to live life like I'm living now, I wouldn't mind living till 80 instead of 90. Because frankly, who the fuck wants to live to 90? You know, it's like, if you can live 50 quality fucking years where you're doing what you want to fucking do. I mean, so Ronnie has 250, he's 50. People are like, well, Ronnie's in bad shape. He's 50. The average person in his demographic lives to 62.
The marker that he put on this world,
he's gonna always be remembered as.
Dude, he's a freaking god, man. This guy's got murals and sculptures built of him around the world. You left a real imprint on life and humanity. So
humble as shit.
That's so if that's what you did and Lord took you away, man, he lived 3 to 5 lifetimes. So it's like, who cares?
At the end of the
Come on,
man. At the end of the day, you know what? You get taken by someone else. I've been in a plane crash.
Yeah.
I've already been in a plane crash. After that, I'm like, fuck it. You know? I mean, you know, like my father-in-law fell off the roof putting up fucking Christmas lights. You can go at any time. If you're gonna live, you live. I'm not, as long as you don't do something to hurt people, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying go on.
Make your imprint affect people's lives
Positively. Yeah. Fucking legacy, man. I want my kids to look and say, you know what? My dad left a legacy. That's why I do all this charitable stuff. Mainly because I want to help people.
Joey, how many are we doing here?
This is 5.
That's 5. This is stuff that you do for
We're
work.
just doing 10 fucking watch.
It
Helps me.
it has a positive effect on people's lives.
I get at least one heartfelt email a day saying, you help me, do something. How many people get that? How many people have the opportunity?
Dude, he started following people, like people, and like the people are screenshotting that he liked their picture and saying, oh my god, Mr. Olympia liked my picture. It's like, the best day of my life. And they're posting a picture of a screenshot of him liking the picture.
Yeah, I get those too, which I don't get what I'm doing.
It's a trip, man.
You know what really affected
Be
me?
happy about this, like.
Have you ever, like, I give all my time to like children's stuff, like my daughter's best friend has cystic fibrosis, and this girl we helped out with cancer this year. Every day we wake up, we're like, man, my legs are sore. I have a headache, or this and that. These kids wake up every day. This little girl, Isla, has to go through 4 hours of therapy a day just to breathe.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And we got it made, and we get a chance to help people. And I don't think that a lot of people truly realize what the gifts they have, how they can actually help people with it.
And what we were saying before, it's like, you know, nowadays they're like, I understand
boring,
like football. This is 10 cents.
It's number 6.
They're trying to make, like, you know, football and sports, like, you know, more, you know, safe or whatever. But if you look at it, any of these old players, they don't change anything. They play the sport hard. That's their life.
My business partner, Chad, he actually had head surgery. His brain was leaking in his skull. Here's the thing, though. I don't really need a scientific study to tell me that 200-300 pound guys running head first into each other isn't good for my head. It's gonna fuck you up. I knew that when I played, and I know that now. And I wouldn't trade it. I got 5 concussions, but that I know of, you know.
Yeah, that you know of.
But I fucking enjoy playing.
And you want to know what? 95% of those, 99% of those people aren't going to make the millions of dollars that their family does for life.
That is so true. That is so true. I think it's funny as hell that we just did 6 of the full stack.
Same reps we did on the first set too.
You're not even tired.
I'm good.
You're not even tired. You're barely breathing
I was
hard.
gonna ask you to sit on the machine for me.
I'm being serious. Like, you're not even tired, are you? You're not really breathing that hard, and you're at high altitude.
Then I'm not used to. I don't live here.
Something must be working. Something. Just saying.
I think it was the Japanese food, really. Shit was delicious. I put some hot sauce on it. It was the hot sauce.
The Asians got it rocking.
What was it yesterday? So we were renting a car, and the girl's like, you know, are they, she was just making a joke, like, so are they lying about the Asians with their small penises? He goes, nah, it's pretty bad. They're not lying. He's just straight up, I'm like, oh, it's not good.
They're pissing people off. I'm gonna be the one that proves it. No. Wait for Olympia. Close stack.
3 weeks to
Not caring. Now I can really have fun with lifting. I'm not all doing this false bravado shit. Let's go, motherfuckers! Yeah!
Oh shit.
You know, I mean, I guess I could just to make it
I
hype.
think that'd be fucking hilarious though.
I think I just did. I broke the machine just now.
Oh shit.
I can have those moments, right?
It's really not training until you wear jean cutoffs and fucking work boots. we should fucking do a video like that too. That'd be fucking.
I actually suggested, when AMI, that we do that. We mimic 80s workouts.
Yes.
With all the new athletes, we all wear the same singlets, the body suits.
The wrestling outfits.
Yeah, the wrestling outfits, the wrestling singlets.
The stripes, the vertical stripes.
And you're like this.
Doesn't Jay have a shoot like that?
You know, we all should like
Jay
do
did have a shoot like that.
different stuff. Like, you know, you're basically taking like those old photo shoots, and you wear like the vintage tank tops with the short shorts, and I think people would be like, "This is hilarious," you know.
And next time I'm here, we got to do that, man. I'll make
I
it
think it's
true.
funny because
Oh, I'm gonna be. You know
I gotta
what?
figure out who. I gotta figure out who I'm gonna be following me.
Well,
You start yelling at girls with a whistle. Like,
the guy who handles all, I have a guy who handles all my rehab, my prehab for my surgery, and we were joking around at the gym the other day, and he's wearing a Captain America shirt, and he actually made the logo. I mean, Captain Androgen. It's like, it was, and he made I gotta show you the logo. He made a logo for it. It's so bad, but I almost have to do it just for the lulz. I think it'd be hilarious.
Joy went as Bane one year and actually looked like the damn dude.
My brother was the Incredible Hulking Penis. I'm not even gonna explain that costume.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would do that actually. Just undo. Yeah, we should.
See, that's why I never wore that shit.
All right, this is 10 sets of the whole stack.
with a smile on his face.
Crazy, man.
Third exercise.
Yeah, no.
All right.
You know, this
Oh man, you're overtraining. Shut the hell up.
it's like German volume training, but with other shit.
Like, no, you can't tell you need to do more weight. There's no.
What's funny is that I'm actually tired. But I'm not. Sleepy tired. But I'm not tired to do this. It's crazy. It's weird. It's strange. It's like the minute I get ready to do it, I'm like, let's do it.
I'm actually. So you were
Whereas I would
streaming
need, where else I would need some type of caffeine pill or Fredrin-based formula just to keep me up. Around 3 weeks out, you know how it is.
So you're a night trainer in general?
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it for my fans, but it's a good problem to have that you're well liked and stuff like that, but I got to be able to stay focused. And I'm an only child, and I've always trained by myself. Even when I played basketball, I mean, I was the only child shooting free throws by myself. If I can be in this gym, which is awesome, turn this music up and be by myself, this means all eyes on me? No, there's no eyes in here. I'm not in the fishbowl anymore. When you're training as Mr. Olympia, you have to respect everybody. The fact that some of these people, they feel like they're never going to see you again. So it's not cool to me to not acknowledge you. But I've got a job to do.
Yeah.
And some new guy that just bought a membership that helps the gym that I train at for free, how am I gonna be like, man, I'm training? You know, like I can't do that, dude. Like I can't be mean. Like I can be courteous and be like, hey man, not right now. So that's the guy the other day, he pulled out his freaking cell phone, had it like right into my face. Cause I had a cutoff on, and I'm thinking, if you knew the bodybuilding culture, it's not really good etiquette to take a picture out of anybody, let alone a pro bodybuilder that doesn't want to be seen. And I just try to remove myself from situations that would prevent my likeness to be tarnished. If someone's like, well, hey man, I saw Phil and he was really nice at the gym, but if I don't want to be interacting with people, I'm not going to put myself in that situation. So I like coming in late. Also, because of the Olympia, the way it's ran, it's on Pacific time. This will be 10:30 at night. This is about the time that pre-judging is getting real thick of it. So I don't mind being in here this late, because you see a lot of guys backstage sleeping. I'm usually just, you know, just in my zone and hanging out, and I'm used to it. And I'm used to training tired too, so I kind of like that. I think being an athlete yourself, like you remember when coach was like, you can't get tired, you know, you gotta still perform. Well, that's where I have the edge on these other guys, because they never really got put in those situations as a kid. Whereas I did for 15 years. I was playing in a sport where you had to perform. So, you know, you go backstage at Olympia and you know what time you're supposed to be on, but then they'll be like, you gotta go now. And it's like, how do you turn it on? Well, when you're an athlete, you know how to turn it on. So, you know, it's just, I like coming in here, I rack all my stuff and take my ass home. And I'm probably gonna be like that for a while. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I would preferably like to train at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, my time's around there.
Yeah, I preferably like that, but until I can kind of get in a groove where, and I'm also filming, you know, here for Gifted, for Flex Magazine. I don't want to, I'm trying to be courteous to the guys that train here too. I don't want them feeling like their work time when they get off at work or lunch is now being compromised because of my schedule. You know, because some people don't like that. Oh man, he thinks he's all day, just coming to the gym and just own the place. It's like, well, I kind of do have a right, but regardless, I get it. You don't care. You're on your lunch hour. You want to get it in and get the hell out, and I'm in your way. This way, we all win. And I'm cool about that. And the members now, I mean, they're starting to learn. Like the new guys, my son works here, so he kind of tells them. And I don't know if you saw him. He's the short, well, he's the taller redhead kid that was here. Yeah. Racking stuff. That's my stepson. Okay. Yeah. And you know, he kind of nicely tells them like, hey, that's my stepdad. They're like, no, it's not. He's like, yeah, it is, but just don't bother him while he's training. He's the nicest guy, but if you bother him while he's training, he will turn into the Hulk. Yeah. It's like me sitting in your office. No matter how cool you may think I am, if I'm sitting in your office staring at you, you're like, Phil, I got shit to do, man.
Will you stop staring at me?
Yeah, get the hell out of here.
I get it. It's your office. I'll tell you what, when I first started in this industry, I was doing like modeling for like men's fitness and shit. Yeah. And I was like $174. Man, that was a good look. Chicks dig that shit. Right now, we're just a muscle fetish. I think once you get over like 200 shredded, that's when you instantly become unsexy and just like a fucking fetish. It's like the 200 mark. Once I hit 200, girls stopped emailing me, all dudes.
Do they really think that they're going to be an asset? Because if you're an asset, then, hey man, I'll give you whatever you want. But if I can't, you don't think that when I was working for all these other companies that they weren't making at least 10 times of what they were paying me? At least? Yeah. How do you justify it? And the easiest question I've told guys, I go, sell me within 2 minutes. 60 seconds as to why I should pay you anything.
Do you get those emails like, hey, I'm starting a bodybuild, how do I get a sponsorship?
It's like, win. You know what I told people? No, I told people, I go, just win. And they're like, well, that's bullshit. This, and I'm like, I had to win.
Yeah.
Just to get a membership. Put another plate on, please.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, that 45 right behind you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can use that one. No, yeah. Thank you. You know, it's like, just win, dog.
Win and build a following.
Just win. I guarantee you, if I see a cat, because first of all, everybody thinks that, like, you know, the whole JME thing. Oh, he's a mentor, he trained me and this and that. It's like, nah, homie, like, I met him. He said, this guy's got potential. He said, send me some pictures. He sent them to the guys over at IOVA, he sent them to the guys over at different magazines, and they started calling me, and I would ask them, like, so what should I be asking for, and this and that. And he gave me perspective on that. As far as training, we never even talk about training. We talk about family and this and that, whatever. But, you know, we barely even train with each other. And they're like, yeah, you need to help me like he helped you. And I'm like, the difference is that when according to him, he saw the next Mr. Olympia. You, on the other hand, I don't really see that. So why should I help you the same way? I'm willing to help you through these magazines, through these articles, through these interviews and stuff like that. I'm giving you the blueprint of how I've done this. I mean, hell, I got an article, it's called 13 Weeks of Glory, man, back in 09. Guys should read that, because we actually broke down week by week what to do.
Your prep, your eating.
The whole prep, like everything.
It
was badass.
It was a good article. It went over like.
I have it in my home gym. I still read it.
And shit.
Yeah, I still read it, because I'm like, oh, that actually makes sense still. But I think it's the society, man. The entitlement society, man. They got their hand out before they do any work. I'm like, I wish it was like that.
You know, definitely. Yeah, that's nice. I just wanted to see. I was like, it feels pumped.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to be able to do that. Well, you hope so, right?
Yeah.
And that's good, because you still had separation and stuff, and all that volume.
Yeah.
You think that it'd be so pumped. And it was pumped, because you felt it throughout the workout.
It's funny because it almost started separating as the workout went on, which is weird. It's almost like the lactic acids, there's fucking waste products that are